What's up, everybody, and welcome to the How to Hero YouTube channel, where it's my job to awaken the hero within you. There's a hero within all of us. Today I'm doing a reading for the Dragon Fae. I want to see what the dragons have to say to us. Bridget came through immediately, dropping out of the bottom of the deck with the We Are One under here. Let me see if I can get this in the shot. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful long hair. We are one. What a nice message to have right at the beginning. So I just thought I'd place it right there in the altar just to keep that energy kind of with us. And if you'll notice as well, I rolled 2 die and we got a 4 and a 5. So I think what this represents is some sort of very we're on the correct path and the path is ending. And I'm getting that through numerology from the energy on the die there. It equals 9, which is the end of the cycles. And so it's just something to keep in mind that we're approaching the end of a cycle. And that's the energy that's coming through Bridget. And so we'll start with the first card. Oroki, boundaries. So we've been establishing boundaries. We've been putting up boundaries, learning all about how to establish proper boundaries with our relationships and our family and friends and all these different things like that. So the situation is that now we're sitting in this place where we've come into a lot of energy, and dragons are saying, boundaries, guys, boundaries. Re-establish your boundaries. You've relinquished some of your boundaries. You've relinquished some of your power. You need to have the healthy boundaries in place so that you don't give away all your power. This power is the power that you're dedicating to use to help heal humanity. So you don't want to waste it on people that are just, giving you bad vibes, basically. The Lovers. Love each other, right? Wow, what a beautiful card. Let me see if I can show you that. Looks like Gaston and Beauty and the Beast. Or Gaston and Belle. Or not Belle, I guess we'll say it's the Beast and Belle. It would make more sense. Gaston's the enemy, so that wouldn't make much sense, would it? And there's a beautiful golden dragon in the background there. And so the energies of the dragons are facilitating the twin flame and also the soulmate connections that are new loves for everybody. Whether you've kind of been together or not been together, however that works, the dragons are pushing for that type of energy. This card is really surprising for me to come out because I was doing a personal reading for myself and had a reverse Lovers yesterday. So it's just very interesting for me. I work a lot with the dragons, and so I'm very in tune with their energy, and I just really... I am surprised to see this again, though. Sometimes when we're establishing our boundaries as well, we establish boundaries that keep us from manifesting things that we want. So we have to make sure that the boundaries are healthy. And that message is just coming through Bridget, actually, which is essentially the boundaries that you establish can become habitual. And you can start to establish boundaries with people that you don't necessarily need them with. So if you have a special person and you perceive a behavior in them that you found to be despicable in somebody else, you may suddenly throw up the same boundary. But if you were to give that person a chance to, show you that they can move that stop infringing on that, then you're opening yourself up to receive more abundance in your life, and as far as relationships go. It's about give and take, and sometimes people just don't realize the way that their actions or thoughts or sayings are impacting other people around them. And this happens with all of us all the time, so we're well aware of that being the case. But sometimes we'll take our experiences that we've had with other people and we'll apply them in a sort of cast to just every time that experience shows up, well, it must be this, it must be that. We sort of pretend to understand everything about it. And what I'm hearing from Bridget is essentially that we need to consider that everybody deserves that unique opportunity, and each individual relationship that there is between us is an opportunity for compassion and forgiveness, and an opportunity to help empower each other. And by being the mirrors that we need each other to be, reflecting to each other the truth that maybe isn't being seen. So if somebody's being a jerk, you tell them how they're being a jerk to you and explain to them that you're not going to put up with it. And then it's up to them to stop it or continue. And if they continue, you cut them out of your life. And if they stop it, then great. You know, but it's all contextual and dynamic, so you have to go with the flow a little bit. The Lady Afrida. Justice will prevail. Oh, baby. So there's a situation. There's a situation right now that's prohibiting you from doing what you want to be doing, which is really interesting. I think a lot of us are in this situation where we have all these different ideas of different things we want to do, and we feel like there's blocks to them. And I think, honestly, what the blocks are is that we just haven't picked the path. So once you pick the path and start to really know what feels good for you, that's when those blocks start to fall away. You start to feel like you can just go for days, right? You start to feel like there's nothing else that could possibly stop you. And with this justice will prevail coming in, there is some karmic energy that's going to take place, some major karmic, cleanup that has to take place. And it could be for you, or it could be for others that are involved with you. I think a lot of it is our own karma that we're going to have to still deal with, that we don't even realize is there, and it's going to kind of sneak up on us a bit and bite us, and we'll be forced to kind of look at how we made mistakes in the situations that most likely we didn't even realize we were making mistakes in, if that makes sense. So for example, you know, our spouse could say something to us and we think it's really rude, but what we don't realize is that this other thing happened, which is why they said it this way, and it was our fault the entire time. That type of thing. And that's a very light example, but it was just meant to be general. It's going to be something, I think, bigger than that. Otherwise, it wouldn't come out this way with this much energy and this much kind of, justice energy. And if you are able to maintain temperance and balance and walk the middle path through the justice, and understand that it's all neutral, and understand that the main thing that you want to get out of this justice is the lessons that are there. That's what you want to get. Otherwise, you're going to repeat these patterns, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be repeating the same patterns. Let me know what you guys think of the reading. I've just started doing these. I'm gonna try and do maybe 1 or 2 a day, because I really like doing them, and I'll get a better altar. This is just a temporary one with a citrine, and I think that's called a optical calcite. I'm not sure what that orb that I have is called. I'll figure that out. I'll link the deck that I'm using in the description if you want to check it out. It is called the Oracle of the Dragon Fae, and it's a really, really, really good deck. It's probably my favorite, newest one. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Click that like button. Subscribe if you want more. Otherwise, stay frosty.